Hello beautiful people, and in this video I want to talk to you about 7 ways that you can try right now, or 7 tips that you can try right now when you're going down on your woman. Now, a disclaimer, I'm not no pussy eating expert, but there are 3 things that you should focus on when you're actually going down on a woman. Now, this is not including, of course, the things like foreplay. We're not talking about that, you know, or whatnot. This is actually when you're actually in the act. So there are 3 things you should focus on when you're actually down there in a woman's area. You know, the pink taco is what I call it. So when you're down, we're gonna say pink taco. So when you're down there with the pink taco, there are 3 things that you need to focus on. There is the clit, there's the lips, and there's the hole. The clit is like the sensitive, it's the most sensitive part on a woman's body, right? And so you really want to look at a woman to see what her reactions is. Like if you're in the clit area and she's making that face like she smells something bad or she just tasted something bad, then it means you're probably doing it too rough or too hard. Then there's the lips. So you have the lips, which, like, if she's very excited, her lips is going to kind of swell up. If she's like light skinned, if she's fair skinned, you can even see her lips like turning red. And then the third area you want to focus on is the hole. I don't know the correct medical terminology that you would call it. I'm not a gynecologist, or I don't know what women call that, the doctor thing, but it's the hole, and that's where the lubricant comes from. So those are the 3 areas. So with that being said, I want to kind of share these 7 tips that you can try. You can try any one of them. You can try a combination of all of them. And how do you know that you're doing something right? Is that she'll wrap her legs around your head and she'll lock up. And if she do that, don't get mad at her. You're doing something good. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into tip number 1. Tip number 1, use a pillow. So what you would do is if you have more than 1 pillow, you can use 2 or 3 pillows, and you put it under her backside or her behind or whatever. So it raises up her hips, right? And that gives the easier access to her G-spot. Now we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but again, it gives it easier access to her G-spot. It gives it easier access to the parts that she's going to want you to focus on. And again, use a pillow. Something simple as a pillow can do a lot of wonders. You'll be surprised. So number 2 thing that you can try is 1, 2, 3, 5, even your whole hand. So this is something you definitely would want to discuss with your partner, because some women are very sensitive about using fingers. You definitely want to make sure your fingernails are clean, your hands are clean. But a lot of women enjoy the feeling of fingers being inserted to them. So this is something you definitely would want to ask. Here's a side note. Women love it. Women love it when you get them involved in what you're doing. Like if you ask them, hey, is this pleasurable to you? Am I doing this too hard? It will blow her mind that you're really like into her, that you're just not like focused on yourself, but you're really into her. So she will definitely give you a gold star for that. Again, just use your fingers. And here's a trick that I've learned that really works good. So when you're inside of her, you want to kind of, I don't know if you could see it, but you want to kind of curve your fingers, right? Like you're making a hook, and you want to kind of pull your hand up to where you're touching the roof of her pink taco. When you're inside of her pink taco, you want to kind of touch the roof. And then if she's aroused, like you'll feel something kind of like, it feels something spongy, or it feels like a little dot is up there, or a lump or something is up there. That is the G-spot. So you just want to focus on that. Now if you got nails, you want to kind of avoid that, but just use the top of your finger. And how far do you know to insert? So like most fingers have like what, 1, 2, 3, there's like lines on your finger. I don't know if you could see that, but there's like if you go to the middle part right there, so when you're in her hole and that part touches her hole, and you just kind of pull up, and then you're just kind of moving it, you're just moving it like, come here, and so when you're doing that, the trick of it is if you're using your tongue, again, she's going to be really aroused, and you just put your tongue on her clit, and you're just moving your finger and your tongue in the opposite direction. You do that, and just kind of watch her reactions. One way you know if you're doing it right is if she's sucking her stomach in, or if she's moving her ass, I guess. If she's moving her ass from you, that means you're doing something wrong. If she's like pushing her hips up to your face, or she's grabbing the back of your head and shoving it in there, that means you're doing something good, and that's a gold star for you. So number three. Now, again, at this point, she should be like really aroused. And again, how you can tell if she's aroused other than looking at her body. Like if you can't really like tell if your woman is, or the person you're the person you're going down on. One thing that you can do is her clit. So her clit will get really hard. It'll get kind of like hard, like a guy's thing. You know what I'm saying? So it'll get really, really hard, and that means she's like really excited. So tip number 3 is that you want to take your tongue, and you want to be gentle, maybe you can be a little hard, and again, you want to ask her. It doesn't hurt to ask. Again, a lot of women love that when that type of interaction, you get them involved and stuff, because they want to know that you're eager to please them, I guess, in a sense, which is, again, a good thing, but you just kind of take the tip of your tongue and you just want to kind of spell out your name or spell her name on her clit. So you just kind of focus on the clit area, and you just take the tip of your tongue and just kind of, mimic with your tongue like how you would spell a word. So if you don't know any words, you can't think of any words, just the simplest thing is like ABC, or you can even just ABC, A, and then you B, you do that with your tongue or whatnot on her clit, and that will blow her fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? And so number 4 is this kind of goes hand in hand. So instead of using your tongue, you're going to actually put your whole lips on her clit, and then what you do is that you just hum like a song. You hum your favorite song. If you can't think of any songs, ABC 1 2 3, you can hum that, and that, again, just like with number 3, that will blow her fucking mind. Number five. So here's something that you can try that she really will enjoy. So when you are down and you're getting ready to eat, like her pink taco, right? Take your tongue and you just stick it right in her hole, right? And again, you should see it like, her whole area should be kind of like really glazed. It should look like a glazed donut. Some women, it just look like the hole, I don't know what the hole is called, but it looks like a glazed donut. It should be like all glossy or whatnot. And you just take your tongue, you just like, you just stick it right in the pink taco, right in the hole in the pink taco, like you're like you're mimicking, like you're having sex, but your tongue is what you're using. So while you're doing that, again, use your hands. You may want to ask your partner, because again, some women are very like, it's really taboo. I don't know why, but some women are really like particular, or they're kind of shy or embarrassed about touching themselves, and so she may not want to do that, but you do it. So you have your tongue in her hole, and then you rub in her clit, and what I'm saying, again, you just kind of want to watch her body signals, her reactions. Listen, because if she's really pleasurable, she's gonna kind of be moaning, and even if she's quiet, if she's a quiet comer, if she's just quiet in the bed, she'll still moan. It might be really faint, but just listen, and then again watch her reactions. One thing that you could to notice is that if she has her eyes closed, if she's biting her bottom lip, that's a really good sign. Number 6. So number 6 is you really want to talk to her first. I mean, you don't want to just kind of do number 6 because she'll mess around and kick you in the mouth, you know. So number 6, you want to, again, you want to talk to her, and I know a lot of guys might get kind of hung up on this, but if she's okay with it, if she's kind of like on the kinky side, if she's on the wild side, and she, you know, maybe want to kind of spice things up, is that, you know, is to eat her lunchbox. You know, eat her lunchbox, and then, you know, again, you just kind of rub in. What I mean by lunchbox is her backside, is her, you know, her backside area. So you know what I'm saying, just you know, eat that, and then again, you're just taking your fingers, taking your hand, maybe you got a couple of fingers, you're inside of her, and I mean, that's kind of awkward, I guess, you know, maybe you could be, I don't know, but then you're just kind of, like I said, rubbing on her clit, and then, you know, you eat her lunchbox, and then you take your tongue, and then you work it up to the clit and work it back down. Very, very pleasurable for a woman. You would be so amazed at she would really, even if she doesn't enjoy it, even if she thinks she like, no, I'm not into that, I don't want you doing that, just try it, you know, just try it. I mean, she'll be amazed because she may not never had it done before, and that may be something that's really like taboo because not everybody would be doing something like that, you know. So number 7. So again, these are the 7 things you can try. You can try any one of them. You can pick and choose, or you can try all 7 of them. But here's number 7. If she's into toys, right? If she's into toys, have a vibrator. You know, get a vibrator, put it inside of her. You know, you just don't want to ram it. Just be gentle. Again, you're just like watching her signals, watching her movements. Just listen to her. You know, and again, like she should be all like glossy and glazed down there. But just take a vibrator and just put it inside of her. And I mean, don't just ram it in there, but you know, just be gentle with it. Maybe put a little bit by a little bit. You just put a little bit by a little bit inside of her, and then again, just kind of maybe play with a clit, suck on a clit. You know, again, just use your tongue and do the ABC thing, or just hum a song while you're doing that. And again, you'll she will fucking wrap her legs around your head and just lock up and tense up, and then it just be like you be thinking she has a seizure. So, you know, and her back will be arched. Again, if she's pushing her hips towards your mouth, or she's pushing her hips towards your face, that's a good thing. But if she's kind of like look like she's trying to run away, or she's moving away or whatnot, then just kind of back off, or you know, just ask her if she likes that. You know, again, a lot of women love it when you ask them that. You know, so again, I'm not no love doctor. I mean, I don't know really all like how to please women like that, but these are just the 7 things that I've tried, that I've got great results from. You can try them too. So, you know, with that, I'm just going to end this video. You know, I hope that you're in a great place. I hope you're, you know, a good mind frame, and good happy mind, and with that being said, until next time, I'll talk to you later.